This is WRTV 6, Indianapolis.
Stay tuned for the #1 newscast in Indiana on WRTV, Indianapolis. Live from the news leader, Howard Caldwell, Clyde Lee, Ken Double Sports, and meteorologist Bob McClain.
Good evening to you.
You're watching the #1 newscast in the state on WRTV. The news tonight with Howard Caldwell and Clyde Lee. Sports with Ken Double and weather with meteorologist Bob McClain.
Good evening, everyone. A prime suspect in the triple murder of a Fort Wayne newspaperman and his family is behind bars tonight.
WRTV 6 Indianapolis, making a difference for Indiana. This is WRTV 6 News at 11 with Clyde Lee, Dion Willis, Ed Sorensen on sports, and meteorologist Bob McClain with weather. Now live WRTV 6 News at 11.
Good evening to you. Dion is off tonight. As one country plunges headfirst into capitalism, hardliners in another country hold fast to their old ways. And a Hoosier returns from that part of the world to give his perspective.
From RTV6 Indianapolis, standing up for you, this is 6 News at 5. Live from RTV6 Indianapolis, standing up for you, this is 6 News Weekend.
And we consider that site the total heart of our neighborhood.
But that site will soon get a major makeover.
We have been so occupied, I haven't even thought about it, Ruskin. We have a will, and we're going to find Karen.
Also, an Indianapolis family raises the stakes in hopes of finding a missing mother of 2. We have 2 big stories for you tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christy Tedesco.
I'm Eric Weisfeld.
You're watching RTV6 Indianapolis. Now, the morning news.
It's Thursday, September 11th.
The morning news continues with Grace Trahan, Eric Weisfeld, Julie Pursley, meteorologist Paul Petit, and Tom Berg, Metro Traffic. You're watching RTV6 Indianapolis. Now, the RTV6 Nightcast.
A devastating day in the Iraqi capital. At least 7 U.S. soldiers have been killed in fighting with armed militiamen. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Will Hampton.
And I'm Erica Fly. We begin with the growing instability and escalating violence in Iraq.
You're watching RTV6 Indianapolis. Now, the RTV6 Nightcast.
Good evening. We'll have more on the Colts' close win in just a moment, but first, our big story. The family of fallen Indianapolis police officer Jake Laird needs your help to catch a crook tonight. I'm Ray Cortopassi.
And I'm Martha Weaver.
Plane disaster. A local doctor dies in this crash. Why it may have happened, what likely saved the lives of his passengers. Suspect no more. The DNA didn't match. The DA backs off. Where does it all leave the Ramsey murder case? Ernest storm. Heavy rain, winds hurtle north. Ernesto floods Cuba on its way to Florida. The 6 News Nightcast starts now.
And we're going to get to those top stories in just a moment.
But first, some of you watching tonight are under a tornado watch. Let's...
Now, from the team on your side, you're watching 6 News with Grace Trahan and Storm Team 6 meteorologist Paul Petit. This is 6 News at noon.
Thanks for joining us this last day of 2007. I'm Grace Trahan.
You're watching 6 News at 6.
And thanks for joining us. We're going to get to the top 6 in a moment, but first, 2 developing stories. First, the weather. Want to get right to Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory. Kev.
And storm damage. A new round of severe weather leaves behind more destruction in central Indiana. Warehouse fire. A massive blaze forces dozens of nearby residents out of their homes overnight. Call 6 investigators. New details about our special report. Now, a federal safety agency is issuing a warning.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News at 6.
A fast-moving, powerful line of storms caused more damage in central Indiana. I'm Todd Wallace.
And I'm Tricia Shepard.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News at 7.
It won't happen overnight, but there is no reason that we can't steer ourselves out of this crisis.
Addressing the concerns of many Hoosier families, Senator Barack Obama once again brings his campaign for change to central Indiana. A huge crowd turned out to see the senator at the fairgrounds. Good evening. I'm Tricia Shepard.
And I am Todd Wallace, live downtown. In fact, at the same location where you just watched World News with Charles Gibson a few moments ago. They're just starting to break down now from that newscast. We'll have much more on that coming up in a few moments. But
now in high definition, this is 6 News at noon.
Another grim day for already weary investors as Wall Street takes another early morning beating. Today's huge drops are a reflection of global worries over deeper and broader recession concerns.
Good morning, Indiana. It is Monday, December 28th, and in the news this morning.
I'm Derek Thomas. It snowed last night. I'll give you tips for your morning commute coming up on 6 News.
Thanks, Derek.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News at noon.
Good afternoon. We're following.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News, first at 5.
A group of ministers wants the city's public safety director gone. Why? They're calling on the mayor to fire him immediately.
We're following breaking news. A gunman holding several people hostage in Maryland. The television network he targeted and why.
The weapon may have been fake, but one high school isn't taking any chances. The student arrested today.
The 6 News watchdogs dig deeper into brain injuries in Indiana. Why you're spending millions of dollars to send Hoosier patients out of state.
And their products have changed the way we live. The new gadgets Apple unveiled today. And good evening, everyone. I'm Todd Connor.
I'm Erica Fly.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News at 5:30.
Well, authorities are calling it a crime of opportunity.
As we first reported this morning on the IndyChannel.com, there appears to be a spike in the number of fake debt collectors reaching out to Hoosiers.
Tonight, 6 News is asking Mayor Ballard if he feels the right decisions have been made.
Hear why he says he is not rushing to any judgment.
Metro Police make a huge discovery in one East Side neighborhood, the bus that has 7 gang members in trouble with the law.
And 6 News uncovers a roadblock to learning at one area high school. Officials say it will be fixed, but tonight it still isn't.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News at 6.
Mayor Greg Ballard is speaking out about the investigation into a Metro police officer accused in a deadly drunk driving crash. Good evening, I'm Tricia Shepard.
And I'm Todd Connor.
From the team on your side, this is 6 News at 7.
Now on Indiana's only 7 o'clock newscast, as President Obama prepares to mark a major milestone tonight in Iraq, 6 News is taking a closer look at the war's impact on Indiana.
Workers warned not to wear hoodies to avoid an attack or death. I'm Rafael Sanchez. That story next on 6 News.
And meeting the need in central Indiana. 6 News is on your side with ways you can stop a growing problem affecting many Hoosier families. First at 7, President Obama is preparing at this hour to address the nation on the eve of an historic moment. Good evening. I'm Tricia Shepard.
And I'm Todd Connor.
A 13-year-old is killed during a racing accident at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 6 News is digging into whether speed and machines are too much for kids.
He was working in a deadly accident involving a Metro police officer and 2 motorcycles. Why one officer was pulled from the scene and then later demoted.
Waking up to find your car gone is a horrible feeling, but what's even worse, finding out it was towed by mistake and not knowing who took it. 6 News is on your side with where this is happening.
From the team on your side, this is the 6 News Nightcast. You're watching RTV 6. This is 6 News at 7.
Sugarland is back in Indy and less than an hour away from appearing on stage. We're live outside Conseco with the mood leading up to what's going to be an emotional night.
The city of Indianapolis has a major animal problem on its hands. Yesterday, we exposed what's happening right now. In moments, we'll take a look at solutions.
Disturbing images found on security footage at a daycare center. A man found walking around in a child's bathing suit. Details of this case are coming up.
You're watching RTV 6. Now, the news at 5.
And tonight at 5, we begin with breaking news in the shooting death of unarmed Florida teen Trayvon Martin.
Live. What's happening right now from RTV 6, the Indy channel.
Now at 7, watching TrueView radar as the threat for storms lingers into the evening.
2 new skimming devices are found on an ATM machine aimed at your debit card numbers. The familiar thieves behind it coming up on RT.
Plus, we're getting our first look inside the museum that will honor the victims of September 11th. Breaking news tonight on hundreds of job cuts across Indiana. St. Vincent health officials tell RTV6 this is part of restructuring its workforce.
This is WRTV 6, Indianapolis.